Hey guys, what's going on? Today is Weird News Wednesday, and really quick, let's talk about the gameplay. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I know a few of you have because I see comments about it. I tend to die before I get my kill streaks or score streaks. I just always die right before I get them, like 25 points before I get them. And this game is no exception. At the beginning, I die here, but after that I die like every time after I get my lightning strike, so I can't get my orbital VSAT or dogs. But eventually, I just want to let you guys know, I get the dogs, alright? I was really happy. Also uploaded a Sims video, kind of a speed build of me making a starter home, a custom starter home, not starting off with ones they already have made, which is pretty difficult since you don't get that much money to start off with. So you can check that out if you want to. You can click the thumbnail on the screen. It'll open it in a new window, so you can continue watching this and watch that later. Let's get to the news. So this week, a lot of the news stories revolved around boobs. I don't know if it was like weird, like boob week, or if there's like this weird time of the year where boobs become this like spiritual entity. There's like spirits coming from boobs and they're making weird boob things happen. I have no idea how that works, but there were a lot of boob stories. So I figured I'd share those with you first because they're all really funny. And our first boob story happens in Spain. A school was unable to pay for school bus service. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, how does that have anything to do with boobs? Alright, so this is where it gets interesting. So a bunch of mothers were really upset because their kids were walking like 3+ miles to school. And I don't know about you guys, but when I wake up in the morning, I don't want to walk 3 miles to school. It sucks. So obviously they wanted the school bus service back, but it was a matter of how are they going to afford it? And so what these mothers did was make a topless calendar of themselves and sell it. No. Mom, no. I think most kids would be like, look, Ma, it's cool. Just keep your shirt on. I'm going to walk the 3 miles every fucking day. Just keep your shirt on, please. Or if you absolutely have to do something crazy, at least prostitute yourself so it's private and I never find out about it. Because come on, you know the kids whose mothers were in that topless calendar, they're totally getting teased at school. I know I would do it. I'd be like, oh, hey, Bob, I saw your mom's tits in the calendar. They're totally fake. Whoa, like, no one wants to hear that about their mother. It's just weird. I mean, it's a good thought, and I'm glad they figured out a way to get the school bus back. But, holy crap, that would be so mortifying for their kids. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you, like, down with Mom doing a topless calendar? Or do you want to be like, Mom, you know, thanks for your help, but please keep your top on? Let me know in the comments section below. And in our next boob story, a man is crossing the Antarctic in an effort to break the world record. So, I think it's like 64 days, I want to say, it takes to cross the Antarctic by sled, which is what he's trying to do. Now, normally that's not that weird. You're like, oh, a guy wants to break a record with a sled. Cool story, bro. His sled is boobs. It's not like made of human boobs. That's really creepy and weird. But it's modeled after his wife's boobs. And so the sled, the top of the sled, I'd show you a picture, but I can't because it's YouTube. It's just just 2 boobs. It's just a chest. And so he's trying to fight breast cancer and break this world record. And so he's doing it in a boob sled. How epic is that? Like, one day he woke up and he was like, you know what? Today's the day I'm going to sled across the Antarctic. Not just any sled, though. I'm going to sled in fucking tits. That's fantastic. Sorry, there was really no need for me to swear. And our next boob story is not really much of a story. I don't know that much about it. But apparently topless sledding is like popular in Germany. Alright, I know I have a decent sized German audience. So, my dear Germans, is this true? Do you guys like to go around topless and sledding? Or is this some like make-believe thing that like this newspaper was talking about? There were pictures though, so I think it's real. Like there were pictures of this woman topless on a sled. Wait a second, what's with all these fucking boobs and sleds? Did I miss something? Do sleds like remind everyone about boobs? You guys, I'm so confused. I don't want to think about it anymore. Next story. So here's kind of a cute story. In Missouri, a homeless man is making some bank after a woman dropped her engagement ring in his cup. So what happened was, I don't know if you guys have ever worn rings or if you've had like a loose ring. Sometimes they slip off your fingers. And so what happened was this woman was giving him money and the ring slipped off her finger into her cup. Now, obviously, it's her engagement ring. It's probably worth quite a bit of money and it's probably really nice and means a lot to her. It has a lot of sentimental value, probably even more so than the money. Now, the homeless man returned the ring to her, and apparently, the story broke out, and a bunch of people donated to give the homeless guy some money. So he ended up making about $150,000 in donations. Actually, more than that, a little more than that. And so he's getting a good payday. Good payday. See, honesty does pay sometimes. See, if he had taken that engagement ring and pawned it, he would have made nowhere near that amount of money. But I like that story. It makes me really happy. Hopefully he does something good with the money and gets his life back on track so he doesn't need to be homeless anymore. Next story. A man in Brooklyn, New York is suing his parents for not loving him enough. I'm sorry. It's I didn't even laugh at this story. I didn't even laugh at this story before, but when I actually said it out loud, it was so stupid. Oh shit. Okay, so he's suing them because they didn't love him enough. He's suing them for about $200,000 worth of damages, and he wants them to mortgage their home as well as buy 2 franchises like Domino's Pizza. That's what it said in the news story. I swear, you can go. All the links are all these stories are in the description. There's links to the actual story, so if you want to go see the Boob Sled, you can see that. You want to go read this story about this guy suing his parents because they didn't love him enough. Oh man, I do feel for people whose parents didn't care about them. That's not cool. I know my parents were a huge part of my life, and I couldn't imagine not having had that. And so that's rough. But come on, don't sue your parents for that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my gosh, sorry. You guys, I don't think I have time for another story. There was a story where an SUV flipped onto a home. I'll just show you the picture for that. Look at that. That sucks. That really sucks. Anyways, if you want to check out the last weird news, you can click the screen now and it'll bring you to that video. Other than that, have a great day, guys. Oh my God, love you. Group hug.